Hello everyone, you're watching Prasad's Banking and SSC Coaching YouTube channel. So in this video series, we'll be covering Indian geography. So it is I'll be introducing the Indian geography and Indian subcontinent in this video. See, India, that is Bharat, it is called as Peninsular Plateau of South Asia. Why it is called Peninsular Plateau? Because three sides of India is covered by oceans. One is Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, and Indian Ocean. So that is why India is called as Peninsular Plateau, and other side it is covered by Himalayas. See, when it comes to India, it extends from present day Ladakh to Tamil Nadu and Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh. When they are territorial extent of India extends from 12 nautical miles from the sea level. Okay, remember this point. So we'll see how this Indian subcontinent was formed. See, this Indian subcontinent was a part of this Pangaea. It was 250 billion years ago, and this is Panthasalaa. This water body was called as Panthasalaa, and this large landmass was called as Pangaea. India was part of this Pangaea. Later, due to the continental drift, this Pangaea was divided between Laurasia and Gondwana. So this Laurasia and Gondwana was divided by Thetis Sea. So remember this sea name. Okay. And furthermore, division took place. So this is how the continental drift happened. See, Indian subcontinent moved towards the north and it collided with ancient continent, and that is how the Himalayas was formed. Okay. Watch it again. So this is the present day map. Even today the world is expanding and it is far more dividing. Okay, this is the location of India in the world map. See, world can be divided among equator and prime meridian. See, this is just an imaginary line, and it can be divided into 4 quadrilateral. So India belongs to northwest of quadrilateral. So this can be a question, and this is northwest, this is southwest, southeast. Okay, India belongs to northeast of quadrilateral. Okay, when it comes to India, India has a landmass of 3.28 billion square kilometer, or 2.4% of world landmass. So that makes India as 7th largest country of the world. So which is the first largest country? First largest country is Russia, then Canada, then comes China, then USA, Brazil, Australia, and India. Okay. After India, it is Argentina, Kazakhstan, and Algeria. Okay. Remember these 10 names. See, a globe can be divided between equator, temperate zone, Arctic zone, and polar zone. So from 0 degree latitude to 23.5 degree north longitude can be called as tropical zone. Like direct fall of sunrise can be experienced. So there will be a moderate type of climate in this region. From 23.5 to 63 degree half north, it is a temperate zone. So same as in the south. In this temperate zone, there will be an extreme type of climate. Okay. From temperate zone to polar zone, it is a frigid zone. It is completely covered by ice. When it comes to India, India can be divided into 2 types. So southern part is near to the equator. It is not on the equator, but it is near to the equator. So Tropic of Cancer divides India into 2. The northern part of India experiences the temperate region, whereas southern part experiences the tropical region. Okay, so that is why there is a difference in vegetation, soil type, and everything. And even north faces the extreme temperature, that is extreme summer and extreme winter, but not in case of southern India. Southern India has a modern type of climate. Remember this much. See, this is the new political map of India. At present, India has 28 states, 8 union territories. Why 28 states? Recently, Jammu Kashmir was divided between Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. 2 UTs was formed by removing the statehood. So remember this. And one more important point, this Dadra and Nagar Haveli was merged into one. So now there is no separate union territory. These two combined and they are called with the same name. Okay, Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. Okay, that's why India has 28 states and 8 union territories. Which are the 8 union territories? One is Jammu Kashmir, Ladakh, Chhattisgarh, Delhi, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Diu and Daman. Next is Puducherry, Lakshadweep and Andaman Nicobar. This make 8 union territories. So when it comes to Puducherry is important because it has 4 parts. So one is Yemen, which is in Andhra Pradesh. One is in Puducherry and Karikal, which is in Tamil Nadu, and Maye, it is in Kerala. So Puducherry has 4 parts. And remember about Tamil Nadu coast, because Tamil Nadu coast has a coastline in Bay of Bengal and in Arabian Sea. So this is the unique state which has the boundary between 2 oceans. One is Arabian Sea and one is Bay of Bengal. So we'll see the tropical of Cancer now. See, tropical of Cancer passes through 8 states of India. One is Gujarat, one is Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura and Mizoram. So tropical of Cancer passes through 8 states of India. Remember the states name. One is Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura and Mizoram. And there is also prime meridian. Prime meridian passes through 5 states. One is Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Odisha and Andhra Pradesh. So prime meridian don't have a connection with Telangana, so don't confuse. It is only Andhra Pradesh. So 5 states. One is Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and Andhra Pradesh. So this tropical of Cancer and prime meridian meet us in Chhattisgarh district, that is Baikunthpur. Okay. These two intersect in Baikunthpur, which is a district in Chhattisgarh. So remember this point. And we'll see the international boundaries of India. So when it comes to international boundary with India, it has 15,200 kilometers of boundary. It has with Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Bhutan, Nepal, Myanmar and Bangladesh. Total 7 countries. So largest one is with Bangladesh. With Bangladesh, it has the largest territorial sharing. After Bangladesh, it is with China. After China, Pakistan. After Pakistan, it is with Nepal. Then comes Myanmar, Bhutan and Afghanistan. With Afghanistan only 1006 kilometers. Okay, when it comes to coastal line of India extends from Gujarat to Bay of Bengal region. So it has total 7,516 kilometers of coastal lines. And maritime border of India, when it comes to maritime border with Maldives, it is divided by 8-degree channel. Sri Lanka, India and Sri Lanka is divided by Park Strait. So Andaman and Nicobar, it has a maritime border with Indonesia. It is divided by Nicobar channel. And what is the division of Andaman and Nicobar? Andaman and Nicobar is divided by 10-degree channel. So don't confuse between 10-degree channel and 8-degree channel. And one more thing, which country has both land and sea border or maritime border? How many countries has both land and maritime border? So the country which shares both land and maritime border is Pakistan, Myanmar and Bangladesh. Okay. Remember, these three states share maritime and both land border with India. Okay, now we'll see the state which share the boundaries with the countries, with Pakistan, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh sharing the boundary, and two union territories, that is Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, sharing the boundary with Pakistan. So when it comes to China, China shared the boundary with Ladakh union territory, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. When it comes to Nepal, Nepal shared the boundary with Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal and Sikkim. Nepal. So when it comes to Bangladesh, Bangladesh share West Bengal, Assam, Meghalaya and Tripura. Myanmar have the boundary with Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur and Mizoram. Now we'll see how many states share the coastal lines. So there is 9 states which have the coastal lines. One is Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha and West Bengal. So these 9 states have the coastal lines. So how many union territories have the coastal lines? One is Andaman Nicobar. Andaman Nicobar has the coastal line. Lakshadweep has the coastal line. Then Puducherry and Dadra and Nagar Haveli. Okay. These 4 states, 4 UTs have coastal lines. 9 states has coastal lines. So which is the largest state of India? So largest state of India is Rajasthan. Population wise, it is Uttar Pradesh. Population wise, it is Uttar Pradesh. Area wise, it is Rajasthan. The smallest state according to area wise, it is Goa. Population wise, it is Sikkim. Remember this much. We'll see the latitudinal and longitudinal extent of India now. From north, it starts from Kilki Pass. Okay. Remember this exact location, that is Kilki Pass. From south, it is Cape Cameron. From east, it is Kitibu village of Arunachal Pradesh and Garumuthu in Gujarat. Okay, in west. So from north to south, it has 3,214 kilometers. From west to east, it has 2,933 kilometers. Why this latitude and longitudinal extent of India is important? Because it helps us to know the climatic condition and understand the weather forecast of the India, and we'll be discussing more about it when we start with the classes. In next video, we'll be covering the physiographic zones of India, and we'll be dealing with Great Northern Mountains, Great Northern Plains, Great Indian Deserts, Peninsular Plateaus, coastal lines and islands. So in this way we'll be dealing with the classes. So in next video it will be about Northern Plains. We'll be discussing more about mountain passes and Himalayas.